Hey y'all, it's been a couple days slash maybe even a week since I've put up a vet school virtual vlog. And rather than try to like compile the random sort of clips that I've taken and try to make like a bunch of short videos or something like that, I just figured I would do like a talk to the camera type video. I'm still trying to figure out what me in a YouTube space is going to be. I don't know if it's gonna work yet or not or anything, but I don't want to give up on it after only like 10 videos. So I wanted to do like a little bit of a talk to camera video and just kind of tell you guys about how quarantine has been going for me, how virtual vet school has been going and online vet school and everything like that. If you guys are vet students going through the same things, post in the comments about how it's going for you, because I'm definitely super curious to hear. So to answer my own question, online school sucks. I'm not a good online student at all. And I was kind of trying to do the vlog thing to like be extra motivational for me. And like it is, and it was for sure. But at some point, like my lack of motivation to do online school just like wins over. And so I've had more days than I care to admit where I am minimally productive. And like, that's probably being generous. So yeah, it sucks. I'm not a good online student. I was someone in real vet school that was at school like between 7 and 8 a.m. every single morning, and was usually there. Okay, I just had to uh, get over myself because my phone stopped recording like 2 minutes into what was probably 15 minutes of me talking. So maybe I'll be more concise for you guys this time. So maybe this will end up being a better video. I'm not sure. But I didn't have enough storage on my phone. And so I had to go through and like delete the tons of videos, which like I have plenty of available storage on my phone. I just have taken a lot of videos over the past couple of weeks, and so it filled up faster than I thought it was going to. So now that catastrophe is past us, I was talking about the kind of student that I was in real vet school, and basically saying that like I was at school all the time, and that's where I studied. And I guess that's the short version, is that I studied at school. I really didn't go to like even Starbucks or coffee shops or anything like that. And I didn't study at home ever. Like at home is my like relaxation place. My dog is here, and my husband is here, and my cat is here. And that's, I want to just like relax when I'm here. And when I'm home, like all I want to do is watch YouTube or like watch a movie, and that's it. So having to do school from home and like not even be able to go to like a coffee shop or something like that, it's really hard. And I've tried to do all the things people recommend as far as like keeping the same schedule and like making a study space and all of that. And I don't know, it just doesn't work great for me. And like the study space, usually people are like, oh, use your desk, use your table, whatever. And like I do study at my table a decent amount, or like I'll go up on our bar back there and sit at the bar stool. But like those aren't super comfortable spots, and like I'm not gonna study for a long time if I'm not comfortable. And like even in school, we're lucky enough, we have like office chairs in our classroom, and so it's pretty comfy. And like in our library, we have couches and stuff like that. And so, yeah, and I think also just like changing spots throughout the school is something that I would do. So like I'll move from the table to the couch to the bar and back, or I'll go study in bed or whatever. And I think that sometimes helps me a little bit more than just trying to go like clear off the desk in our office and just study like just there. And then the other thing I've kind of changed from like the recommendation of keeping yourself on the same schedule. Our schedule in school is a little bit chaotic sometimes. Like we have multiple different classes every day, and so we'll have, you know, an hour of I don't know, pathology, and then an hour of surgery, and then 2 hours of urology, and then a clinical skills lab. And so it's like every hour to 2 hours we're changing subjects, and sometimes to wildly different subjects. And so I kind of attempted to do that the first little bit of studying, but then I would just find myself like getting distracted. So what I'm doing now instead is kind of like each day I'm making that like that day have a subject. And so like yesterday I pretty much did all ECC things, and then like another day I might do all ophthalmology things. And the reason I can kind of do that right now is because the majority of our lectures are actually pre-recorded from last year. So like the lectures that were given to the class above us. What are you doing? And so because those lectures were given to the class above us and recorded, we essentially have access to all of the lectures now. And so we can kind of set our own pace a little bit. And so I've just been doing that, and that seems to help a little bit. So I was inspired to do this and do inspired. I'm trying to talk to people. I have like 10 subscribers that I need to talk to. What are you doing? I was inspired to do this by, I watched an Instagram live with Dr. Andy Rourke, and Dr. Rourke is like a huge like inspiration for me. If you're watching my videos, I'm quite sure you know who he is, but he's a veterinarian that's really big in like the social media space and online space. He's a UF alum, so go Gators, and I've been fortunate enough to like meet him a couple times, and he's a really great guy. But he did an Instagram live with an organization that I'm actually a representative for called Vet Mentor Solutions. I will attempt to figure out how to put the link to that in the description. But basically they're providing a bunch of videos to for vet students and like new veterinarians and stuff like that, just like educational videos, lots of surgery videos, some client communication videos, stuff like that. It's pretty cool. But they've been doing Instagram lives with different veterinarians because of this whole quarantine thing. And so I watched this Instagram live, and we asked Dr. Rourke about kind of the social media space, and because he was definitely like one of the first people I think in the vet med space that like really got big in it. And so one of the things that he talked about was just being like really authentic to yourself, and like people don't want to follow or like be friends with a robot, right? And I think the way he termed it was social media is a relationship accelerator. And so like for my future clients, maybe they can see my videos and like see that I don't know, how I studied in vet school and stuff like that, and like develop some trust with me just virtually. And then when I come into the exam room, they can say, oh, that's Sarah Beth. I saw that vlog this one time, or I don't know, my kids saw the vlog, whatever. And I already kind of know who she is, and I already kind of trust her, and I already kind of like her. And people are going to respond to people that they know, like, and trust. And so, but anyway, he talked about really being like really authentic. And I realized, I kind of knew this, but I've realized recently more so that I have like a perfectionist procrastination tendency. And so like, I'm definitely a really big procrastinator. And part of it in certain aspects of my life is because I want things to look the right way and be the right way. And if I don't think I can get that, I don't do them. And so I think with this whole vlog, video, YouTube thing, if I like wanted to get these certain shots, and I wanted to like have a certain vibe to the video, and if I didn't think I could do it, I didn't. And one of the things I have been wanting to do is more of like this sort of talk to camera video, and like maybe even some educational type stuff. But I got very much in my head about it, and I was like, well, I don't really understand the material, or if I don't fully understand the material, I'm not an expert on it, I shouldn't be the one teaching it. And like I'm just basically regurgitating my own notes, so like, is that even cool? And then I was like, I need like a visual aid, and like I'm gonna have to draw something, and I don't know, lots of things in my head, and so I just haven't done it yet. But this is me like putting that out into the universe so that I hopefully will do that eventually. If you guys want me to explain anything in particular, like vet med related, as far as like concepts are concerned, put them in the comments. Let me know, and I'll try. Like if I have a specific goal, then it might help. But Dr. Rourke talked about being really authentic and like not worrying about being perfect and like being a robot. And so that really resonated with me. And he talked about kind of the posts that he does and the articles that he writes A lot of people in the social media world and on YouTube and on Facebook and on Instagram, they're trying to create viral content. Like they're trying to create something that pops off and 300,000 people see it and like it and whatever. And that's, you can't just like create that. Like you can't manufacture that, I guess. Like it happens, if it happens, it happens, but you can't guarantee when it's going to happen. And so he said it's a mistake to try to create that type of content all the time. Instead, what he does is focuses on creating really consistently good content. And so it's like, rather than having, you know, one post that's like excellent and is insane and is amazing and whatever, instead have 10 posts that are good and like the same group of people sees them and they're good and people like them and they resonate with like a certain group of people. And that's how you're going to find your audience. I asked him a follow-up question in the Instagram live and I kind of said, well, how do you hone in on what is good content? How do you determine that, if not just from the number of likes it gets? And his response to me, and I'm sharing this because there was unfortunately only like 36 people on the live, and those things only get saved for like 24 hours. So I'm just sharing this because, I don't know, I would want this shared with me. I thought this was a cool answer. But yeah, so I said, how do you hone in on the good? And he said what he does is don't pay attention to the number of likes per se. Like that's vanity metrics. Like that's not anything to worry about. Instead, read the comments. And the reason you do that is because like if you post a picture and you write your caption or whatever explaining something, people might just be liking it and responding to it because of the picture. And so like, but that's not what you want, right? It's like, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm gonna probably put my dog in the thumbnail because it might make you click on it because he's freaking adorable. Maybe not right now, but like, there we go. He's freaking adorable. But I don't want you to watch the video or not watch the video because you just clicked on it because there's a cute dog in it. I want you to listen to what I'm saying. And I want this to resonate with you. And hopefully my rambles do resonate with some of you. But like if you're a vet student who's also going through online school or God forbid online clinics right now, like I want you to see me and see that like I'm not doing this perfectly. I'm not even doing this well. There's a global freaking pandemic going on right now. Like none of us have good mental health right now. And I think there's some people out there that are like portraying how perfectly they're handling sort of their day-to-day life in the quarantine. There's also some people that were already not someone who went to class every single day, and that's not because that wasn't how they learned. They learned from home. And so a lot of those people are thriving and doing great. Like nothing's really changed. But I don't know, I want to be a voice for those of us that this is like a huge change and a huge difficulty in our lives right now, on top of vet school, which is the most difficult thing that I've ever done in my life. So the point behind that was look at the comments, and if the comments are only talking about the superficial aspects of your content, the picture, the cute dog, whatever, it's great if that post got a lot of likes, but that's not the good post that you want to put out there. Instead, you want to find and hone in on the posts that the comments are like continuing the conversation and being constructive. And those are the consistently good ones. And then the other sort of thing that he said in answer to my question was finding a group of people that can be your sounding board. And that doesn't necessarily mean, I don't think that you send them things before you post them or anything like that, but basically just those like consistent people that pretty much always see your post, whether they search it out or whatever, or you ask them to go look at it, and they're going to be honest with you. And I think the phrase he said was like he wants to be the kind of person that will stab you in the front but still watch your back. And I've never heard that phrase before, but I kind of like it. It's basically saying like, hey, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't like what you did, what you said or what you did, or I'm concerned about the content of like this thing that you've created and that it might offend people or whatever the case may be. But hey, I'm going to look out for you, and like I'm not going to bash you in public. I'm going to defend you to other people and stuff like that. And so like I'll stab you in the front, but I'll watch your back. I don't know. I really like that. It really resonated with me. And this isn't meant to be a channel to talk about vet med social media by any stretch, but it is something that like I'm passionate about, I'm trying to pursue for myself. And I just wanted to share that with you guys, that was a cool answer that I got. I just wanted to share it for anyone else who, like I said, is maybe in a similar situation to me. So that was my sit down and talk to camera video. But I just wanted to kind of sit down and talk to you guys as a nice little study break before I get back to it. But let me know if you can. If you watch this, leave a comment and just tell me, like, I don't know, what you want to see on here. I can definitely keep trying to do kind of like vlogging type things with like some music backgrounds, because those are kind of fun to make. But I can also do more just like sit down and talk to camera type videos and just like talk about vet school, talk about virtual vet school. I can also try to go back to my recesses in my memory and talk about like getting into vet school, because that was a whole long process that I probably will make a video about, because I have a long story about how I got into vet school. But yeah, so just like leave a comment if you don't mind. This isn't me trying to like boost my metrics. I legitimately want to know, for like the couple of you who watch my videos, like what you want to see, because I would like to continue pursuing this whole YouTube thing, but I'm trying to like find my feet in the space. So thanks for watching. Subscribe if you found this enjoyable, and let me know what you want to see. And I hope you guys have a really good day.